Hello and welcome to the Saintly Sounder, your source for all things FIFA. Alright, because I really don't learn from my mistakes and I actually do genuinely want to help you guys out, I'm going to do an informed crash guide. And this is going to talk about what I think will happen on Friday or Saturday when upgraded players get released. Alright, so just to start off, because of what happened last week, this is a prediction, and I'm hoping to give you guys just some extra information and clarification about any market movements. But at the same time, the market is so broken and coin buying so bad that anything could happen. I'm just trying to give you as much information as possible. I'm not going to tell you when to sell players. I'm not going to predict what price a guy's going to go for. But I'm just going to try to give you as much impartial information as possible. Alright, so first off are the basics. The winter upgrades are when upgraded players will be released. For example, a lot of people are predicting Lacazette will get upgraded. His base card's a 79 or 80. Maybe now his base card after this weekend will be like an 81 or 82. Now, last year for the first time EA upgraded inform players, so Lacazette's second inform would actually become upgraded 1 or 2 points as well. So you now get basically a much better inform card if you have them in your trade pile or in your club when the upgrade happens. Alright, so why would the market crash? People have been stockpiling potentially upgradable players since before Team of the Year. And this hype, along with people just completely depleting the supply of players, has pushed informs past their real value. Lacazette is not a million coin player if you look at the stats. Otamendi is a very, very average center back, but he's gone up so much in value because people are anticipating an upgrade, and in Otamendi's case, a big pace upgrade, which would actually make him a really good player. So why would this crash the market? Thousands of informs are off the market and in people's clubs. Now, obviously, you can only use one in your team at a time, so a lot of these people have thousands of informs collectively that have been sitting out of the game. They're not being transferred. It's really decreasing the supply. On upgrade day, these people are going to try to make all of the coins they've been hoping to make. They're going to sell all these players back, and this is going to just completely flood supply. Hopefully past the point where even the demand for the nicer upgraded cards can offset. The second part of this is that people have also invested heavily in players that probably won't get upgraded. Last year EA didn't upgrade everyone who got a second inform or an inform, and this year people are taking a chance on some of these cards. Naldo isn't a sure thing to get an inform. He's at 500k right now, and if he doesn't get one, his price could plummet straight off the bat if Otamendi doesn't get a big pace upgrade. Stuff like that. Or if a player just straight up doesn't get upgraded at all, those informs become much less valuable, and people will be trying to get as much as they can for it as soon as they realize he's not going to get upgraded. And this will cause a ripple effect throughout the market as all of these cards that are good, perhaps not super elite cards, but cards that are really good get flooded into the market. It will bring the whole market, hopefully, down a serious notch. The one big exception to this, and this is for people who have inform cards right now, if you think that inform is going to get pushed into the super elite range, then it might be worth it to hold on to them. A card like Sanchez, with the right upgrade and the right stats, could become a top 5, top 8 card in the game, which could actually offset any amount of supply increases, because all of a sudden this player just becomes one of the best players in the game. Look at Suarez last year. He went from a top 15 finisher with his second inform to being top 1, top 2, top 3 type player, and this kept his value well higher than what his card was going for before he got upgraded. Alright, so just to say these things isn't good enough. I need to have evidence, and the evidence I see is you look at Lacazette. His current card right now, I wouldn't value it more than 200 or 300k, and that's even with inflation, but right now it's at $1 million. Naldo, until someone released a fake video saying that he was going to get a big upgrade, his card wasn't going for that much, but now it's going for a huge amount, and that's all due to hype. It's not because all of a sudden everyone loves Naldo. This is because people are anticipating trying to make coins. And you could see a lot of this. You could see how artificial the bubble really was last week when for an hour or two, people, for whatever reason, the market got spooked, and a lot of people started offloading their informs, and it dropped the whole market down. In particular, Kluivert, cruising around 4 million, dropped down to 2.6 million for about an hour and a half, and this could be even worse later this week if a crash occurs. Alright, so here's the prediction. Now, I want you to take this with a grain of salt. If you have questions about it, you can talk to me. I'm not going to tell you when to sell players. I'm just trying to give you information. But here's what I think it'll look like. You should treat the upgrades like 100k packs were being released that day, because as typically 100k packs would crash the market. Expect Inform's upgrade to behave the same way. Now the Tuesday packs, if they're not underwhelming, they probably will be underwhelming, but if they're not, be aware that Tuesday night, Wednesday morning could see another dip as everyone decides to offload before a Friday or Saturday upgrade day. Wednesday could see a good Team of the Week coupled with a potential Team of the Year tournament for AFCON and Asia Cup. EA have not announced that either will have a Team of the Tournament. They did 3 years ago. But there is a potential for some very good cards there, although not super elite. Some very decent upgraded cards could be coupled with a very good Team of the Week. And on Thursday, probably the most likely option here, everyone will start trying to sell off their very hyped up players as they try to maximize their profits. Alright, to really drive this home, I included a crap analogy, mainly because it was kind of fun. You buy 3 Frappuccinos for $3 each. You know that if you put 2 in the freezer, Starbucks will come to your house all creepy like and upgrade you to a bigger size, which you can of course sell to your friends for more money. Your friends, though, also know this, and they started stockpiling Frappuccinos as well. They've done this to the point where the average person can't get a Frappuccino for under $6. On the actual upgrade day, though, you see your upgraded Frappuccino, and you try to sell it for $6, but all your friends are doing the same. Now there's 20 Frappuccinos at $6 on the market, but only 4 people can afford it at that price, so you have to lower your price until more people are willing and able to buy them. You have to keep lowering it until all of your Frappuccinos are gone because they're not useful for you sitting in the freezer, and you have to keep doing this until you get down to, say, $3.50. Now also keep in mind, it's important to note that some of your friends actually knew this might happen, and they've been selling regular, non-upsized Frappuccinos since the night before, which started the rush even earlier, which means you may have to even sell your Frappuccino at, say, $3.25. Alright, that ends the silly analogy. It probably was horrible, but I did have fun doing it. And because EA have proven I should prepare for the worst, here's why the Inform crash might not happen. At this point, coin buying is so bad, and there's so many packs being opened with illegitimate coins, or players being bought at such inflated rates because people don't care about how many coins they spend, that when the market actually goes to crash, everyone will actually be willing to pay that much. A Lacazette card, for example, not to say he is worth 300k, his upgraded card might not be worth $1 million, but because people have bought so many coins, they really don't care, and that increases the demand to the point where most people are going to be willing to pay $1 million, which would actually prevent a crash. Now, EA could upgrade the majority of the Inform so much, because it is arbitrary, that card that should have naturally been worth only 300,000 actually gets to the realm of being super elite and might actually be worth $1 million. That's highly unlikely, though. Hype for the market crash, and now that we all know it, people are invested for it, as I've shown with the bubble, and now people are waiting for it. This hype dampens the impact so much that the market rebounds in under an hour, similar to what it did last week. If everyone all of a sudden sees the market going down, they know this is their moment, and they might all start buying back, causing a big rush that offsets any potential crash. Alright, so as always, a like and subscribe would be appreciated. You can share this wherever you want if you found it particularly good. I'm on Twitch at the Saintly Sounder and on Twitter at the Red Death 329. Please don't ask me when day in particular you should sell players. I'm not going to tell you. This is up for you to decide. It's your players, your coins. I just wanted to give you as much information as possible, as much impartial. I'm not trying to screw you over here. I just wanted to give you as much information. I'm really just trying to help you guys out. And hopefully the market crashes. Again, I really hope it does. I don't care if I lose coins on it. I really want it to crash. I think it's ridiculous that players are so expensive, but I wanted to have you guys prepared. I'm still not a huge YouTuber, so I feel like I can give this advice without really super affecting the market, which is nice in its own way. And it gives you guys an advantage, a unique advantage, as I try to give you as much objective and impartial advice as possible. Anyway, best of luck. Until next time, see you on the pitch.